How many times can a person fail before they finally succeed? Most people would give up after just a few failures, maybe 5, maybe 10. But what if I told you someone failed 1,009th times? Sounds impossible, right? But this is not just a story, it's a real-life legend. This is the unbelievable journey of a man who had nothing. No money, no fancy education, not even a stable job. And yet, through sheer determination, he built a global empire. But here's the real plot twist: his success didn't come in his 20s or 30s or even 50s. No, he was 62 years old when everything finally changed. Had he given up one failure earlier, KFC wouldn't exist today. This is the untold story of Colonel Harland Sanders, the man who turned failure into fortune. Stay till the end, because this story will change the way you see failure forever. Harland Sanders' life wasn't supposed to be easy. From the moment he was born, fate seemed to push him down. At just 5 years old, his world was shattered. His father passed away. His mother, heartbroken and desperate, was forced to work long hours just to survive. And who was left to take care of the house? A 5-year-old. By the time he was 10, he was already working on a farm, earning just pennies to support his family. At 12, he had no choice but to drop out of school. No proper education, no guidance, just pure survival mode. But hardships create warriors, and Harland was about to enter a battle that would last for decades. As he grew older, he tried everything to make a living, but life kept knocking him down. He tried selling insurance, failed, worked on a railroad, fired, started his own business, went bankrupt, became a lawyer, got into a fight in court, career destroyed, nothing worked. Every time he thought he was finally making progress, life pulled him back down. But he wasn't just failing, he was failing in ways most people can't even imagine. By 40 years old, he finally found something he loved: cooking. He opened a small gas station where he started serving his own special fried chicken recipe to travelers. And guess what? People loved it. For the first time in his life, he felt like he was onto something big. But then tragedy struck again. A new highway was built. His gas station was bypassed. Overnight, his customers disappeared. Everything he built was gone again. Now at 62 years old, he was broke, jobless, and surviving on a $105 Social Security check. This was rock bottom. Most people would have accepted defeat. Most people would have given up, but not Colonel Sanders. One day, while sitting in his tiny, rundown home, he stared at his last hope, a handwritten note with his fried chicken recipe. And in that moment, he made a crazy decision. If no one is giving me a chance, I'll make my own. He packed his bags and started traveling from town to town, knocking on the doors of small restaurants. I have a secret fried chicken recipe. Try it, and if you like it, just give me a small percentage of your sales. Seems like a great deal, right? But here's where it gets unbelievable. First restaurant owner took one look at him and laughed in his face. The second one didn't even bother tasting his chicken. The third one told him, "Get out," and so it began. Rejection after rejection, failure after failure, embarrassment after embarrassment. 100 times, no, 500 times, still 1,000 times. 1,009 restaurant owners said, Pause for a moment and think. Would you keep going after failures? Comment below and tell us. Would you have given up? Then after 1,009 heartbreaks, and he knocked on one last door. The owner looked at the old man, sighed, and said, "All right, old man, let's give your chicken a try." That cognac changed everything. His recipe was customers started pouring in, asking for more, and soon other restaurants wanted his secret chicken too. In just a few years, KFC, the franchise spread like wildfire. In '96, at the age, Colonel Sanders sold KFC for $2 million. Over $1 million today, the same man who was living off a Social Security check at 62, so became one of the most famous entrepreneurs in history. So what's the lesson? Never give up on your dreams. Failure is just a stepping stone. The only way you lose is if you quit. If Colonel Sanders had given up after 500 or even 1,008 failures, to KFC wouldn't exist. Now tell me, what's stopping you from chasing your dreams? Comment below and tell us, would you have kept going after 1,009th failures? If this story inspired you, don't forget to subscribe and share this video, because your success story might be next. Subscribe for more inspiring stories. Want to know the secret of another brand? Click the next video.